Talk to him.
Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Whether the winters were left in the cold. The live reaction video, and we're going to go from there. Today, we sliding over to At The Table. At The Table is actually having a conversation with regards to whether or not situationships are taking over traditional relationships. I haven't watched this at all, so it'll be fully authentic. Let's go.
Serious about someone, but we're talking.
So, does that mean that you're tied down to that person then?
No, it definitely doesn't mean you're tied down. It definitely means you guys are just texting, maybe nothing too serious, very surface.
Wait, time out. You can also have sexual relations. We're not going to sit here and play like.
Okay, I said not serious. I didn't say no fucking.
But that's serious. That's the problem. You know what I'm saying? Listen, we're not going to sit here and think that fucking is not serious. It's definitely serious. But
it is.
Yes.
Not for everyone.
Not for everyone. Some people look at sex.
Like you might just have sex just to have sex.
I'm surprised Rico's the one saying this.
Yeah,
because every time I fuck, next thing I know, she tries to take dating into relationships, so it must be serious.
You see, I'm the same way. I get nervous. I get nervous because guys like that, y'all talk too much. Like, I fucked her and now she wants to be in a relationship, and I'm like, damn. So I just keep my mouth shut.
Well, most women have that type of energy.
I play it off until the boys like start punching the air after me. I'm like, okay, then maybe I like you too.
I love you too. Yeah,
that's toxic. I be doing which one they call it? They have a name for it too.
Breadcrumbing.
Yeah, I do that. I would never tell a dude how I feel. I would just like be mean to them.
When you put your heart on your sleeve, you get taken advantage the most. And that's my biggest problem. I'm always like, okay, I want to go for this person. I want to be with this person. I want to see what the vibes are. And like, I'll put my all into it. And then the person's like, they're giving me half-ass energy and I don't like.
Hold on, baby. You can't find love in fear. You'll never find love in fear. If you're afraid of getting your little feelings hurt or getting your heart broken, if you truly want to find somebody who's gonna be like a lifelong companion to you, you can't go into the game of love or potentially talking, all that. You can't do none of that operating out of fear. If you operating out of fear, you wasting your time, you wasting their time, you playing yourself. Because operating out of fear is only gonna put you in a situation where you either miserable on your own because you plaguing your own mind, or you making shit miserable to deal with you because of your paranoia, your fear, all of the different negative emotions that come behind that. It's fallout behind operating in fear. Constantly thinking, oh, well, I don't want to give this much because my feelings could get hurt. I don't want to do this much because I'll be too vulnerable. And we understand that vulnerability by definition puts you in a state where you can be hurt. You know what I mean? Even if it's just emotional, but you'll never get to the top of the mountain unless you face your fears. You can't operate in that space and be scared. Like, I done had my feelings hurt by a female before. I done had my heart broken, all that shit. Like, I done it before, but my desire to end up in the ideal situation supersedes the fact that, like, I had to go be alone for a minute and regroup. You know what I mean? Like, if you got to do that twice, if you got to do it 3 times in a lifetime, if you got to do it 4 times in a lifetime, going through it once let you know that you can handle it, right? So you'll never lock in with nobody being scared. It's just what it is. You're gonna half-ass give love, and then you expect wholehearted love in return, even though you half-ass giving it. It's not gonna work like that.
Like that. And then it just makes me fall back, and then I don't like them no more, and then I find the next one.
This sounds like dating is a game.
It is a game. Unfortunately, it is. Especially with breadcrumbing, I definitely saw that as a game because it's just like, all right, just sit back and kind of see how it goes. Even if you really like them, you kind of keep those emotions to yourself just to, sit back and play it out, see how he feels and see what he's going to bring to the table. If he's going to bring out his emotions first.
Because I don't really express myself because I'm like, I don't know. I'm just like breadcrumbing, But then really I want to say, I love you.
Right. And then it's like, I want to say I love you, but
I would say going somewhere, but
I would say that most women breadcrumb. I think that because we're so scared to show our emotions. So most of the time we, you don't want to say much. So you want to throw a little breadcrumb. Hey, how you doing? Handsome. And, a little soft tone. And for me with the dating world, I'm not trying to give up the cookie. I'm trying to hold out. So I do a lot of breadcrumbing. I do a lot of send out texts and, borderline. A little titty pic here and there, but nothing deep.
Wait, what? not gonna say that. That's not breadcrumbing.
No, it's borderline.
That's low crumbing.
Because I've had people that I entertain, but I'm not going too deep because I don't want it to be that deep. I want to build empathy with that person. So in the process of building empathy,
so you want them to look at your titties for empathy.
You get to see some titties, but there's nothing wrong with that. That's if we have a chemistry.
Yo, but you understand what narrative that you're creating when you do that?
No, I'm talking about somebody that I have interest in. Someone that I'm building something with, not just a random dude here and there. Now, breadcrumbing, what I would do for me when it comes to breadcrumbing is throw out a little bit of good morning to a couple people here and there. How you doing? You're trying to see who fits you.
You're withholding saying your emotions, but instead sending titty pics. So it's kind of like, I don't want to say that I like you, but here's some titties because I still want to fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like,
not yet. We're going to hold out.
What?
Yes, that's what most women do.
Yeah.
No.
Listen, let's ask our guest what he's doing.
Hey, listen, just pay attention, fellas. These women talking, just pay attention. That's all we can do, ladies. Like the ladies that get mad at men in the quote unquote manosphere or the red pill. Like we listening to y'all. We listening to y'all, and then in real life we deal with y'all. So we deal with y'all and we listen to y'all, and then we come back and report what happened when we dealt with y'all, and we come back and report what was different about what y'all said from what y'all do, and then y'all will tell us, instead of taking accountability or instead of accepting a man's experiences or his assessment, you know, you push it back on him and say, oh, well, you just hate us all together or whatever the case may be. And that's gaslighting, it's inflammatory, it's a whole lot of things. But what it isn't is solution-based. Classic. Nothing about that is solution-based. You know what I mean? So you afraid to get played, so you become the player. Oh, okay. That's going to get you where you're trying to go. Classic. You know what I mean? And then you talking about breadcrumbs is crazy because, you know, a woman to be, you know, quick to be like, well, what are we doing? You know, what is this? You know, I like you a lot. Whatever, we got to a certain point. What are we doing? But shit, when they asking you what are y'all doing, do you still have remnants of all the crumbs that you've laid out to your other good morning texts and all that shit? You see what I'm saying? Like, at what point do it become a real lock-in? You know? I don't know, man. It's like I say, when you listen to the women speak out in these platforms and stuff, sometimes as a man and you pay attention to them, if you just take them at their word, it becomes difficult to understand how to proceed with them.
Because he's a little quiet over here.
Yes, today we have our guest.
Olu.
Olu.
100 days of summer.
Yeah. Okay.
Are you dating right now, Olu?
According to Rico, I'm dating. I didn't think that was dating, but yeah, and you said it was breadcrumbing, but no, I don't do that because it's no hope. So it's not breadcrumbing as if something's gonna happen. It's like everybody know what it is. So
you're actually right. You know what? If you're not leaving out false hope, that's not called breadcrumbing. I'm wrong on that. That is what's it called?
It's called cookie jarring.
Word.
So you're cookie jarring.
It's basically where you do what Rico does. You know what I'm saying? You don't put all your eggs in one basket. You leave a fallback option. You got some alternatives. So you might have somebody running point guard, and then you might have like a 6-woman coming off the bench. You know what I'm saying? So you just keep a couple options with cookie jar, which is cool. But I want to ask you, before we get into everything else, why are you cookie jarring? Does none of them fit the lead role?
Good question.
all right, so no, because I mean
That's straight up.
He's just playing ball.
Yes, and it's not like they don't have like quality or good characteristics, none of that stuff. It's just that like I don't believe in monogamy, I don't believe in marriage.
Oh, you one of those.
Yeah, I don't like I'm on that tight time. So
You just a hoe.
no, that's not a hoe.
That's not.
This is not a judgment zone for us.
So you don't want to settle down and have kids and have a wife one day? Like you don't see yourself doing that?
You don't want that at all?
Y'all don't either. Why y'all sound so surprised? Did y'all just listen to yourselves for the last 5 minutes? Y'all bros ain't trying to settle down and be nobody wife either. Y'all on his case, y'all talking about doing the same shit. Y'all talking about how y'all not making yourselves truly emotionally available to the dudes. Like, we listening, yo. We're listening. This is a live reaction video of some shit I've never seen before. We listening. You females just on this panel just got done talking about how y'all don't make yourselves all the way emotionally available, you know, and y'all do breadcrumbing and all this other shit to kind of feel him out and see this and see that, and you don't express how you feel until he do it first. And y'all playing games, and then y'all look at the man on the couch who listening to y'all talk about how y'all play all these games, and he got his hand back and he like, shit, Man, listen, I ain't finna try to lock in with one of y'all, and this how y'all think. That's essentially what and they like, really? Yeah, really. Like, anybody else paying attention? Talk to me, chat. Fuck going on?
You ain't meet her yet, sir. You ain't meet her yet.
No, I met her. I'm okay though. I'm okay. I'm all right. That's just not what I want. You don't think so?
No, you haven't.
He met it. I'm trying to tell you.
I understand. It's cool. I'm all right. That's not what I want.
What if the best one, whoever on the roster of your cookie jar, right? What if the best cookie was like, yo, I'll be your main cookie and we can have all the other cookies together? Would you say okay to that?
Oh, see, that's a problem because we gotta have the cookies together. I want sovereignty in that sense. You know what I mean? That's because that's how I look at myself. I look at myself as a.
I don't agree with that.
I like Olu.
But I don't agree with what you said, Rico. Like how you said, why is the best cookie? Like just because the cookie is good doesn't mean you can have a good conversation. That's why he's not choosing. Something is missing. Clearly, something is missing beside the cookie. Like if he just
all right,
Danny. First of all, stop. You've had a couple cookies.
Okay, but
right?
like you saying, like
anybody should know cookie jarring. It's
but that's what I'm saying. He said, "Oh, what if it's a cookie, right? Oh, he want to share the cookie together." I'm like, you don't only take the cookie for you to want to like be in a relationship with somebody. That's what something is missing. This is why you don't.
Nah, the cookie is a person in general.
No, yeah, we're using the cookie to represent a person, not sex, not.
Yeah,
a person.
Yeah,
total.
The cookie is like cookie.
That's a cookie too. That's a cookie.
So I understand what you're thinking, but that's not what we're saying.
No, not the cookie.
I'm thinking cookie. That's what it means.
I'm thinking cookie.
Yes. So you pretty much like to have more than one woman. You prefer to have more than one woman.
Yeah.
He doesn't want commitment.
That's fine.
That's all it is.
I respect it. So these women know though. Are you the type of man that's playing around and letting everybody just?
No, I let everybody know up front.
So you're dipping in all these girls?
Duh.
By dipping, you mean sex? I mean, I'm dipping in a lot of them.
Oh, wow.
And see, this is my thing. I don't want to be responsible for nobody's emotions. That's
you one of those.
It can't be a relationship. What you mean one of those? No, nobody's responsible for mine.
That's you. I respect it. No. I respect it.
That's just emotion. In my opinion, that's emotional intelligence. It's emotional independence. I think that's a quality kind, you know.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna help him out. What's up, chat? Oh, I see the chat filing in. April 333. What's going on? Chat 333 in the building. Let's get active. I knew y'all would come. It just take a second. Jay Zilla in the building. Chat 333. Let's get all the way active, man. What's going on? Jay Zilla, what's up? He said video quality is top tier. Gratitude, brother. The chat paid for this new camera. You know what I'm saying? The chat paid for it. Thank you for the super chats and the cash out. Classic. For sure. Gratitude, bro. But in regards to this brother Olu right here, he's just adjusting to the market. You know what I mean? This man is adjusting to the market. The fact that these women here are sitting here shocked at the way he's expressing that he doesn't want to lock in. It's like he said he doesn't want to be responsible for a woman's emotions. These women here at the beginning of this segment just said that they don't want to be all the way emotionally available. So is he wrong for making an adjustment saying I don't want to be responsible for the emotions of women who may be emotionally unregulated, emotionally unintelligent, emotionally, you get what I'm saying? Previously emotionally abused, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. He's saying, shit, I'm tapping out from that part. I'm gonna be all the way 100 with y'all, and I don't really necessarily care if anybody agrees with the reality of this, but you know, we come here to tell the truth.
I know you see me trying to crack the code.
So the reality is most of the time when you see men talking about going their own way, like men, he's not really describing going his own way. He's talking about playing the field. But a lot of times when you see men kind of check out from certain aspects of dealing with women, they're choosing peace. Like I don't have a number and I can't quantify it, but the amount of women who have been raised, bred, or even grown up with an example of a woman who actually understands, knows, and executes on how to be a man's piece, slim as hell, especially if you're talking about here in the United States of America, race aside. Classic. It is slim. It is very slim. So when you start talking about prioritizing your peace as a man, you do have a very serious decision you have to make. Hey, shit, having a woman day to day, in most instances where I live, it's probably going to be a peace disruptor 2 to 3 days a week on the low side. If you're a person that's dead serious about your peace and you haven't been blessed to locate a woman that's cool and understands how to execute on being a man's peace, and you decide to tap out, bro, ain't nobody from the brotherhood gonna blame you for that, dog.
Classic.
Nobody from the brotherhood gonna blame you for that, bro. Especially not with the shift in the market. You know what I mean? Nobody gonna blame you for that. So I understand where he coming from, and the fact that he said that he's being honest and upfront. All them women making their own decisions that's dealing with them, and ain't nothing wrong with that. That's two grown folks doing what two grown folks want to do. I think the problem comes in if this man was saying he was being, disingenuous or somehow, misleading these women and doing it the old-fashioned way by way of like lies and manipulation. But if he doing it the upstanding way, hey, look, this what's going on. This how I operate. This how I rock. This who I am. This is what it is. And then those women be like, all right, cool. You know what? With this season of my life I'm in, or with this time frame that I'm in, I can get with that. I can smoke a bag of that. You know what I mean? I don't think dude doing nothing wrong. And all the interrogation is wild coming from the people it's coming from, how they just expressed that they afraid to lock in and be emotionally available to a man. So it's a lot here. Let's go.
So what if you just have your person? You could have a person. You don't have to be like white. You don't have to score a wifey, but you could have a person, right?
That's what he has. I can have my person as long as my person don't expect me to be responsible for her emotions.
He wants persons, people's.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's just the truth. He's giving his version of the truth. I can respect it. I'd rather a man tell me this so I know where I stand at the door. What happened with most women when they get to with a man like this is that they think they could change his mind.
Absolutely.
So they have the movie in their head that is played out. I'm going to get him. She's telling her girlfriend, no matter what, I'm going to change his mind.
Right.
And her feelings wind up getting hurt.
Right.
A man like this to me is okay because he tells you at the door.
He tells you straight up.
And then y'all still tell me, no, you just ain't met the right one. So
that's true though. Both things are true. Both things are true. You could be completely in your transparency. Absolutely, April. I'm an advocate.
Classic.
I'd rather have a hard conversation to get into the right situation than to avoid the hard conversations and end up in a twisted situation for sure. But the crazy thing is, what did she just say? She said she could rock with that because he's telling the women up front or whatever the case may be. But what I was gonna let me go back a second. I had something I was gonna say to what she just said about him.
It's just the truth. He's giving his version of the truth. I can respect it. I'd rather a man tell me this so I know where I stand at the door. What happened with most women when they get to with a man like this is that they think they could change his mind.
That's what it was. That's what it was. They think they could change his mind. That's actually true. If I'll use myself as an example just for the sake of the brotherhood, right? I'll use myself as an example. If I'm completely single, free in the world, no ties to nothing. I'm not situationshipping nothing. If I'm just completely free in the world, and I'm willing to have conversations and see what's what, about whatever it's gonna be with whoever, and then I come across something that I identify as rare, hard to find, and I might not get another one of these. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'll probably call an audible on all that single shit. I'll probably call an audible. You know what? This looked like a really good seat to sit in. I'm finna chill. I don't think we're in a place as men where we could just be passing on rare ass women when we come across them. And that's if you actually come across a rare one. Your vetting process got to be A1, bro. So you know if she actually rare or if the representative just raw as hell. You know what I'm saying? But if you come across something rare and you passing on that today, you doing yourself a real big disservice unless you planning on moving out of the United States.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. April said some women will still ignore his truth and think they can change his mind and try to develop a relationship. Yeah, I feel like I agree. I think that if a man come in the door like this, what I'm on, and then you as the woman decide, all right, I'm gonna rock with that. But in your mind, you feel like you want to work towards more. If he not the one, if the one that said I'm not on anything past this point, if he don't change his tune and start working towards more, then the woman that's trying to work towards more inside of that is playing herself. But if he changed his tune and he like, shit, I feel like this starting to get serious. How serious are you about it? If he bring the conversation, then she might have changed his mind. Some women can change a man's mind. I think the problem is when all women think they capable of changing any man that they like's mind. That's where overconfidence or narcissism or being naive may come into the fold, right? Like, you know, if a man feeling you a little bit more than how he wanted to, it's gonna show. Yeah, I know what you meant, April. You said break her own heart. Oh yeah. Yeah, I had a chick break up with me before and said I broke up with her. Now, how the fuck do that work?
Classic.
Yeah, yeah. Y'all been known to do that now. I ain't gonna pile on. You said it, but yeah, for sure.
They have the movie, then they had that it's played out. I'm gonna get him. She's telling her girlfriend, no matter what, I'm gonna change his mind.
Right.
And her feelings wind up getting hurt.
Right.
A man like this, to me, is okay because he tells you at the door.
He tells you straight up.
And then y'all still tell me, no, you just ain't met the right one. So,
but y'all don't realize.
Oh, that used to be me.
You got your feelings hurt, right?
No, I've done that plenty of times where a guy has told me like, yo, like, I just want to just fuck around, whatever, da-da-da. But we're spending so much quality time with each other. That shit's fucking me up. But like,
How can you not
how do you expect me not to love you?
great
Like,
together.
Yo, do y'all see y'all? First of all, I want to let y'all know y'all the same ones that was just saying sex ain't not a big deal.
It's not.
I just want to say, y'all said that.
I
didn't
never
say
said
it.
Double talking, G. So much double talking. April said, I agree. Yeah. Souls of Thought in the building. Chat 333 pulling up in full effect.
Classic.
Coming off that 3-hour live stream yesterday. What up, Norris? Jay Zilla said, what's going to be, it's going to be. Indulge, reciprocate, and fall back a choice. I like that. It's very true. I kind of operate in that space too, because you'll never have controls over another person. And people always reserve the right to change their mind, change how they feel. Circumstances change. A lot of things can change. And so that's very true, Jay Zilla. You just said something profound, in my opinion. You said what it's going to be, it's going to be. And that's kind of how I approach a lot of things in life. A long time ago, I accepted, like during my darkest days in my life, I accepted the things I don't have any control over. And so my main focus is always controlling my controllables, the shit I can do, how people perceive it, how people look at it, how people choose to view it, how people choose to handle you, how none of that shit is in your hands. And it never will be. That's why I never be my own defense attorney. If somebody watch my channel and be like, oh, I just feel like your content is misogynistic, think what you want. Just get the fuck on. You feel me? Like, you don't got to stick around and tell me that you got a messed up perception of me. Just move around.
Classic.
And do it expeditiously. Don't wait. Go now. Straight up. You know what I mean? Like, I definitely feel you on that, bro. Control your controllables. All you could do is what you could do, and then adjust to what's going on around you, because you have no control over that. You know what I mean? So, but in this love game, you're going to have to make yourself vulnerable. That's just how that shit go. You're going to have to open up them gates and let somebody in. And if they decide to rob the house, then shit, go back to the store and buy, file an insurance claim and go buy some new shit. You know what I mean? But you're going to have to open them gates and let somebody in. April said, all of it is a choice, Jay Zilla. Uncle Plug says it best. Choose wisely and act accordingly. Facts. Said 100. Oh, yeah, the classic chat getting active. Let's go.
Classic.
All right, let's see what else they got.
But he acts like he don't catch no feelings. That's why I'm confused.
Okay, but that's
having
actually
good
what
sex
that makes me want to change your mind. It's the quality time that we're spending.
Together.
If we're spending quality time together, and you're kind of very set on not really wanting a serious relationship, what you doing with me then? What are we doing here?
He's fucking you, Amanda. His quality time is his dick and your vagina. That's his quality time. Your quality time is laying on his chest after he just dicked you down.
All that. And he used to let me do all that. So what are we doing?
No. What are you doing? Because you're going off the script. He told you what you signed up for, and you want to draw up a new contract.
Rico, the sad part is we know this, we hear you, but
we're
our
still
feelings
our heart is
don't
gonna do
hear
what we
you. Our
want to do.
feelings don't hear you. We think
And
we
then
can
it's
change
either
it.
like,
They don't hear me.
let me get this
They hear
straight.
Olu, not me.
Hey, I just got a fair question, and y'all tell me y'all truth. Is it fair to say women don't listen that well? Is that fair, or is it unfair? I'm asking a question. I'm not making an assumption. I'm not telling y'all that I think that's the case. I'm asking y'all what y'all think, chat. Is it fair to say women don't listen to men very well? Or hear us very well? Is that fair or unfair? I'm cool with somebody disagreeing. I just want to hear y'all take on that. Fellas and ladies in the chat, let's go.
Okay, let me get this straight, right? So we're having sex, correct? That's what you're saying.
Right.
And we're spending 2, 3, 4 hours. I'm leaving the next morning, the next day. If we fucking just fuck me and tell me to go home, get me an Uber. Please get me an Uber. Don't let me stay there
Why
with
you
you.
want to watch Netflix with me and lay up in your bed and tell me I can sleep over?
And we're talking about like personal shit. You know what I mean? Like,
the door, don't deal with him.
Okay, let's see. We got a response in the chat. Selective hearing, very fair. It goes both ways. April, I'm gonna push back a little bit. I don't think so. I don't think it goes both ways. I'm pushing back just a little. I don't want to debate. I don't want to argue, but I have to say I don't think it goes both ways. I'm gonna tell you why. Because I can go on YouTube right now in real time on this live and find 100 different panels of men giving women the exact recipe to deal with them and sustain a long-term relationship. The exact recipe. And the crazy part is to cook for all of us, metaphorically speaking, it's the same recipe. Most men want the same recipe. You know what I mean? You got a couple dudes that want a few different ingredients, but for the most part, putting it together for us, not cooking literally, but metaphorically, you know, it's the same. Like the recipe is available to y'all. That's why I asked, is it fair to say that y'all just don't listen to us? The recipe available for y'all. Like we tell it's basic shit. Words of affirmation, a warm meal, knowing when and when not to speak, which is so difficult for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? Just knowing when to cut it on and cut it off. And then what's the last piece? What? Some affection, some romance. You know what I mean? With some level of consistency and regularity. That's most men's recipe. The recipe is laid out. It's laid out. I think the problem is where women feel like, okay, if I decide to get in the kitchen for this man and cook with the recipe they gave, if he's not perfect for me, like if he makes a mistake, if he does something wrong, if he has a misstep somewhere, it's like, well, I did everything you said and you weren't perfect. Being perfect was never a part of the deal for anybody. Men don't expect their women to be perfect. But somewhere along the lines, our women started expecting men to be close to perfect, if not perfect. Just because you come to the table with the best version of yourself and he come with the best version of himself doesn't mean that you guys will achieve perfection ever. That's an optical illusion. That shit not real. But the recipe is available. Now, that's what I'm saying. But when women tell us what they want, we listen. I can't say that we don't, because we try to go become it. Women say they want men that's taller. It's dudes online paying $200,000 to break their legs, add in a freaking plate, and re-heal their legs and learn how to walk again so they could be 3, 4, 5 inches taller. This dude's paying $250,000 for that shit. Y'all said y'all wanted men to get more money. Let's look into some statistics. American men working 50 to 60 hours a week. They trying to get that money that y'all said y'all wanted them to have. I can't say men don't listen. What you think? I can't like you said I can agree, Classic. Yeah, I feel like when y'all tell us that y'all looking for something, we try to go become that. And I think a big issue is like they like holler at me when you done with the process. By the time a nigga get done chopping wood and carrying water, if you would have got with him when he told you, hey, I need to go out into the woods and chop some wood and carry some water, and eventually we're gonna have a nice house and a garden and everything else, but right now I gotta chop wood and carry water. If you would have went out there in them woods with him, you could benefit from what he gonna build. But a lot of times they tell you, call me when you done. After we get done doing all of that work, we come back and look at you like you are unfit. We look at you like you're not worthy. Shit, you see all that what I had to do? You didn't rebound for none of them shots I put up. You did not rebound for none of them shots I put up. All that wood I chopped, you ain't collect none of the sawdust, none of the scraps. All that water I carried, you only wanted to show up to have a drink. So after we do all that work, you want to come in on the back end of the process and just bear the fruit. No, you don't get to eat off this tree. Because I told you to come fuck with me when I was planting this bitch. You gonna wait till it grow and then spin the block talking about, yeah, where the apples? No, ain't no more apples for you, baby.
Classic.
Yeah, them apples gone. Them apples gone. And then you show up on the back end of the process, get with the man and expect him to be completely loyal to you. And it's like, he don't even, man, look, we'll go off on a whole, let's go.
A lot of women get caught up in the head and think that when a man tell them this, it's my ice, a man tell them this, they could just change his mind. And we get caught up in our feelings. And now you're feeling funny because he's like, I'm not available next week. You're calling him, hey, I want to see you. And he's telling you, I'm busy. But you set yourself up because he told you at the door.
You break up with someone right before Christmas.
Damn.
So that's very tough.
Oh shit! Look who it is. Hey, Jay Zilla said these cats listen with their hearts. I don't know about their ears. You can see with those. I feel the Deacon back, man. Where you been,
Classic.
Deacon? What up, big dog? Chat 333 in full effect. What up? Deacon said, where the apples? Yeah, that shit crazy, boy. Shout out Deacon, man. Deacon been gone too long. We missed you, bro.
Before New Year's. Oh.
Yeah, before holidays. It's,
For the holidays.
it's clips because especially Christmas.
That's so lonely. That's
holiday
such a
time,
lonely
end of the year time.
Yeah.
It's the most depressing time too. Like when you're not with somebody during the holidays and you guys just broke up, like that shit's like
When you dealing with a breakup right before this happy holiday time.
As a man, if I got a roster, let's just say I got 5 females, that's 5 more gifts.
They gonna start dropping in December?
No, November, because I can't be with every one of you on Thanksgiving, and I hate explaining why I had to miss your Thanksgiving.
Certain guys don't want to buy gifts. You know what I'm saying? Certain guys got too many women. Certain, not even guys or girls. Some people do it because they don't feel like you're ready to meet their family. Or some people do it be like, I don't want to go into the new year with you. It's a big holiday. You're gonna meet the person's family, gifts. The new year's coming up. So there's a lot of pressure. So if you're not ready for that, let's just end it there. I don't think it's the most insensitive thing. It's kind of like, if I'm not dealing with you like that, I don't want to bring you into these holidays because you're gonna think way too much out of it when you just, you know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying.
I'm gonna be real. I don't want to go. Hey, never mind. I'm finna say too much because I'm not real big on going to people's family houses for holidays anyway. I'd rather meet your family at something a little less intense. On my mama, when is just the random summer barbecue? Let me pull up to that first before you just throw me straight into Thanksgiving. That's I mean, I do it. But if you ask me my preference, it's otherwise, for sure.
I want you to think you're that important, unfortunately.
Wow. Yeah,
like,
those are big holidays.
You can't listen, you're not that important. Your role is this. Let's keep it there. I'm going to go do this with my family and whomever I pick.
The main girl.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, to be honest, for me, I don't think it's that serious. If you guys aren't really that into dating, you guys are probably just a couple of months. I don't think it's very necessary for you to break up right before Christmas just because you don't want them to meet their family.
Oh.
Listen, you link up whenever y'all link up on y'all next date, on y'all next meeting, whenever y'all link each other.
We don't have to see each other on the
I do that. We don't got to see each other on the 27th. Yes, I do that.
Exactly.
You wouldn't
But y'all still want the gift on the 27th. So it doesn't work that way.
Yes,
we gotta break up with you in totality. I'm a double back on January 5th, and I'm leaving on February 5th because February 14th is right around the corner.
Oh, you dirty. So just get back where in the springtime. Fuck it.
Yeah. Yes, and then when I'm back in the springtime, you already know.
And this is why I will continue to say that when you meet a man, you fall in 2 lanes. Either you are the girl that he's gonna fuck or the girl he's gonna turn to girlfriend. That's just how I look at y'all.
Nah, because some girls that fuck you good enough turn to girlfriends, and it's not it's by accident for us, but on purpose.
See, that's dirty. That's so dirty. That is extremely dirty. Believe me, some people I did not want to cuff.
Yeah, and you know what else?
What y'all think, chat? Do y'all think situationships are replacing relationships? Is that a real thing? Are situationships replacing relationships? And why? What's the why behind it? Let's go.
Some of y'all, and look, this is gonna segue right into the next one because I think that's a phase of kitten fishing.
Yes.
You playing like something, but you're really not what you playing like.
I feel like kitten fishing is basically pretending to be someone you're not when you're on a date, correct? It's not catfishing. Catfishing is like sending fake pictures. He's sending like fake information, whatever. It's not. Oh, you could see my. Sorry. Like I was saying.
All right, they going off on a tangent. I think we got what we need from At The Table. But great question, Norris. Norris said, what is a relationship? Yeah, I mean, some people say you single until you married, but that's dangerous. You know, that's dangerous. So a relationship would probably be an agreed upon, like a verbal contract where, you know, two parties agree to be monogamous with each other and only deal with each other in a certain capacity. Anything outside of the scope of that agreement would have to be considered. If we talk about romantic relationships, I know you didn't put the word romantic, but I'm assuming that's what you mean. But it's normally a verbal contract. And most people do agree to be together and what that all consists of. But it's not government stamped or anything. He said a relationship is a connection, association, or a bond between two or more people, groups, or things. Yeah, that's a relationship in general. But a romantic relationship got a little bit different parameters, in my opinion, because there's an agreement with certain expected behaviors attached to it. When it comes to, like, I guess you could say it's kind of like that with friendships too. Like, you know, some friends, they feel like if you my friend, you obligated in certain ways to me. You know what I mean? So I think it's a bit more to it than just connection and association. There's a level of agreement, right? That goes along with actions. You see, Souls of Thought got that wrench. He wrenched up. Make sure any trolls come in here, get right about the game. Jay Zilla said, to make it make sense, I see some women speak from the heart, then forget to see from the ears. Song, put that woman first. She should put her man first. If he's been proven certified, not take it away. I was with you all the way to the end, Jay Zilla, when you said if he's been proven and certified. You know, I would like to find one thing that men get without condition. I would just like to find one thing on the planet Earth that men can have to themselves without condition. Because even this brother right here just said, you know, she should put her man first if he's been, it's always a if. There's always a motherfucking condition. And that's why I miss my dog so much. Shout out Sebastian. Rest in peace to my dog. I miss my dog so much because you don't get unconditional love from nowhere else as a man. That's just real. That shit conditional. You know what I mean? And if you are a human, a man who finds unconditional love from a female counterpart, bro, hey, listen, I'm not gonna come on here and lie to y'all. Cherish that shit with your life. Fuck what your homies talking about. Fuck what you think cool at the time. If you run into her at 22, nigga, it'll be in your best interest to sit down. In the words of Jay Zilla, you don't want the karmic retribution of like finding a diamond in the rough and treating that shit like, you know, a freaking silver nickel. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want that. You probably want to chill. Bro.
Classic.
But that's just my opinion, and that shit don't make it facts. Y'all do what y'all want to do. But that's it on the reaction. Friends with benefits replacing relationships. I think that we kind of got to the bottom of it through listening to their rhetoric. In closing, it just seemed like a lot of people who have been hurt or manipulated or done the manipulating and hurting, and so they understand what people are capable of because they've been the evil one themselves. Whatever the case may be, just from listening to their rhetoric, it seems like situationships are replacing relationships because a lot of people are operating out of fear. And if y'all need to know the best way to deal with that, go check out my code language on fear. Make sure y'all tap into that code language playlist and tap into that fear video so y'all can see how to get over and around that. If you like what you just saw, support the channel. Make sure you subscribe, like, and jump in the comments. Talk to me so we could crack these codes. If you want to support the channel monetarily, go to my website and cop some merch, www.theclassiccodes.com. Or you can shoot me a Cash App. Either way, stick to the codes.
Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Weathered the winters when left in the cold. Hardened my heart.